From the first shots fired at Lexington and Concord in April of 1775, success of the American Revolution was not assured. Fighting in the northern colonies was fierce. The Patriots lost most of the early battles, like Bunker Hill in June of 1775. 6 months later, the Patriots were driven back from an invasion of Quebec. In 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was signed, George Washington's army was driven out of New York, New Jersey, and Delaware. Only Washington's Christmas attack on Trenton kept hope alive. In 1777, the Patriots won at Princeton, but lost at Brandywine, resulting in Philadelphia's capture. The Patriots won again at Saratoga, but that winter, Washington's army froze at Valley Forge. In 1778, the war hit a lull, with the Battle of Monmouth ending in a stalemate. By 1779, British generals launched a new strategy, winning the war in the southern colonies. Lord Cornwallis was put in command. Using Charleston as a base, the British planned to recruit Loyalist militias in the Carolinas. They would then sweep north until they reached Washington's depleted army in New Jersey. The strategy worked at first. In May of 1780, British dragoons slaughtered Patriot militia at the Waxhaws in South Carolina. In August of 1780, the Patriot militia fled the field at Camden. The June and August Patriot victories at Ramseur's Mill in North Carolina and Musgrove's Mill in South Carolina proved the Patriot militias would fight, but the British kept advancing. British Army Major Patrick Ferguson was tasked with recruiting more militia to the Crown forces. In September of 1780, the Major made a huge mistake. He insulted the men in the backcountry. That insult led to American independence.
I find it hard to believe I will get a pension for my military service in the late war for independence. We militiamen hardly ever saw pay when we were fighting the British and their loyalists, but my son insists I apply even though my service was nearly 30 years ago.
I can't remember when you've written me a love letter. And all that I can, they're within a half day's ride. So who would you be writing to?
Our son's been badgering me to file for a military pension for my late service in the War of Independence. And Lord knows we could use the hard cash. But I have to recall everything that I saw and lived through and put it down on paper, and I really prefer not to. I saw a lot of terrible things. Men getting shot through the head, other men losing limbs to cannonballs, and young boys dying in my arms.
I see you tossing and turning at night. Sometimes you cry out in your sleep. War, it does affect men.
But I also saw some great things too. I saw brave men helping form this country and win our independence and tear ourselves away from a tyrannical king far from these shores. Did I ever tell you about the biggest battle I ever fought in? It started with an insult.
An insult?
Yes, an insult. The Battle of Kings Mountain, which occurred on October 7th, 1780, started with an insult to us backcountry settlers. As word came that the British were moving up to capitalize on that insult, it was brought to us by one man, Martin Gambill. He's buried about 40 miles from here over in Ashe County. And in my opinion, he did as much as anyone to help this country win its independence.
How could one man from the backcountry make a difference?
Well, in the summer of 1780, Lord Cornwallis sent a Scotsman named Major Patrick Ferguson to the Carolina colonies to recruit men for the Loyalist militia.
Why would a Scot be fighting for the British?
Exactly. Did he not remember the Battle of Culloden fought in 1746 where the British massacred the Scots on the field while they were wounded? I know us Scotch-Irish here in these foothills and mountains will never forget Culloden. It's one of the reasons we came here in the first place, to get away from the British and tyrannical King George.
But what about the insult?
Well, that all started with Major Patrick Ferguson.
Lord Cornwallis is now in Charlottetown. He's taken that trifling little place, though I've heard it is a veritable hornet's nest of rebellion. His lordship has charged me with coming into this Carolina backcountry and recruiting loyal Americans for this army. And so far, roughly 4,000 of those men from the coast, even here in the Piedmont, have responded. But those men over the mountains, they refuse my friendly entreaties. This troubles me greatly. Why do they continue to ignore the call of their king and their country?
Major Ferguson, the fathers of some of these men from over the mountain fought at Culloden, and some of the older ones fought at Culloden themselves.
I understand, sir. I too am Scottish. But my loyalty lies to the crown. Culloden was 30 plus years ago. Phillips, is it? Here, I wish you to take this dispatch to your leaders in the mountains. Colonel Shelby, whoever it is you may find. And I want you to tell them these words. Exactly. If you mountain people do not desist from your opposition to the British arms and take protection under my standard, I will march over the mountains, hang your leaders, and lay waste to your country with fire and sword. Do you understand, sir? Very well. Godspeed, sir.
Major Ferguson,
Sir.
those mountain people may be persuaded. They will not be threatened or insulted.
Sir, I understand, but I have no time for educating backwoodsmen, these backwards people. They are either subjects of the crown or they are the enemy. How many militia do I have available to me right now?
Counting your volunteers, I believe we have 1,100.
What is the strength of the nearby rebels? How many men can they raise?
Cannot answer. Like your own militia, they only turn out when they're threatened, or by the Indians, or even by you.
So Ferguson is going to hang our leaders and lay waste to our land?
Those were his exact words.
I need no further taunt to rouse my patriotic indignation. Sam, go and return to Colonel Cleveland. Tell him to notify me as soon as he discovers a location for Ferguson and his army. Tell him I will raise the militia in Virginia and Tennessee and muster them at Sycamore Shoals. Tell him to gather the North Carolina and South Carolina militias, and I will meet them somewhere in the foothills.
Sam knows more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Major Ferguson has over 1,100 men at his immediate disposal. I also heard Ferguson say that he was pulling out from Old Fort to Gilberttown.
Well, if he's going back towards Gilberttown, he can go either towards Cornwallis and Charlottetown, or he can go to Kruger at 96. Either way, we can go after him.
I agree. We have to catch Ferguson out in the open. He doesn't know this country like we do, and we can catch him.
Yep.
We got word Ferguson's moving.
To get the militia out from all the counties. Crossing the Broad, that would be our best stroke of luck.
Well, you know, the Broad has got the Cherokee Ford down there that's between the Cowpens and Kings Mountain heading towards Charlotte. You might want to try to double over and get over to Charlotte to Cornwallis.
You'll have to cross the Broad. Maybe we'll get some rain and it'll hold him up.
Well, the Cherokee Ford would be the most ideal place for him to cross there.
Yeah. We need to get the word to George Anderson and Williams to get the South Carolina militia moving and try to block him to get to 96 and hold him. Martin Gambill's somewhere here at the farm. He's got a good horse.
I'll find Martin.
All right.
I'll tell him to go find Colonel Campbell. Tell him his Virginians are needed here at the muster.
Yep. Yeah. We can probably head down to Quaker Meadow and everybody rendezvous down there. Pass that word on.
Colonel Campbell, my name is Martin Gamble. Colonel Sevier, Shelby, and Cleveland sent me ahead to warn you that Major Ferguson is on the move, perhaps into the mountains. They urge you to gather all the Virginia militia and join the Tennessee muster at Sycamore Shoals. Colonels Cleveland and Lenore will be monitoring and tracking Ferguson's movement through the foothills. Their forces will join your men coming over the mountains and down through the foothills.
So Ferguson's making good on his threats to go after the Scots-Irish who won't join his Loyalist militia. I've been planning on staying behind to protect our families from the Cherokee, but your message tells me we need to get Ferguson in the foothills before he moves to the mountains. Gamble, you tell the militia in Lenore and Cleveland that the Over-Mountain men will join them, and we'll send out scouts as soon as we cross the Blue Ridge.
Gentlemen, unless you wish to be eat up by an inundation of barbarians, who by their shocking cruelties and irregularities give the best proof of their cowardice and want of discipline, I say if you want to be pinioned, robbed, and murdered, and see your wives and daughters abused by the dregs of mankind, in short, if you wish to live and bear the name of man, grasp your arms in this moment and run to camp. The backwater men have crossed the mountains with McDowell, Hampton, Shelby, and Cleveland at their head, so that you know what you are to have to depend upon. If you choose to be pissed on by a set of mongrels, say so at once, and let your women turn their backs upon you and look out for real men to protect them.
Major, these men of the backcountry will not flinch with insults. You will not gain their loyalty. This only serves to fan the flames of rebellion.
Well then, perhaps if those men wish to rebel, they can meet us in the field, and that will change their minds.
I'm glad to a man to see your resolve to meet and fight your enemy's foes. When we cross this river, we will be on the trail of Ferguson. When we encounter the enemy, don't wait for the word of command. Let each man be his own officer. Avail yourselves to the cover of rocks and trees. And when we meet the enemy, kill and disable as many of them as you can. So now go and prepare several days' meals, because we have a crowned army to find.
good morning.
Sir, we're with the Patriot forces. We're tracking Ferguson. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Where?
I was shooting line up on top of the mountain there yesterday, and I had to go through up there. They got the camp. They got the whole camp up there. But yeah, they stole a whole bunch of stuff from me. I don't know, saddlebags. They're up there.
How far away?
They're smack dab in the middle. They're right in the middle of all the cleared out area up on top of the mountain.
How far away is this mountain?
About 3 miles, max. About 3 miles.
Is there a way to get up there without being seen?
Without being seen? Only one way, is go up the steep side. But the steep side, it's so overgrown, trees, brushes, briars, brambles, poison ivy. You going up that way, you're going to end up making some noise. But it's unguarded. But you're going to be able to.
It is unguarded, then that's the way we're going to start up that way then.
I will be able to hear you. I will be able to hear you. I'm going to go in the opposite direction.
Thank you for the service, sir.
You take care now. Keep your head down.
Are you scared?
You can tell.
Yes, when I was 16, we were fighting the Cherokee. And I dumped a half a horn of powder out just trying to load my gun.
How'd you overcome your fear?
Well, a man once told me that it was in God's hands, and it was up to God whether we live or die. We have to just do our best.
Does God know I'm scared?
Well, he knows I'm scared too, but you have to put your faith in God because he decides who lives or dies.
Interesting.
All right, well, let's go.
This is our last time.
Now come on, boys. Let's fight them like we fight the Indians. And they us. Move from every tree and every rock and work your way up this mountain. Now reload your rifles quickly, boys. Let's give them one hell of a fire.
There they are, my brave boys. Shout like hell and fight like devils.
Major Ferguson, they're coming this way too.
Form your lines! Form your lines, dragoons, get to your horses! Form your lines and prepare to meet the attack! Fix bayonets and prepare to charge down the hill!
We got to get some fire on. Pour it on them. Let them have it. Give them the Indian hello.
Yeah!
Dang. Pour it on them, boys. Don't give them a breath. Give them hell.
Regular! Point, wait!
Form on this. I'm back here. I'm staying here.
Move up! Form on me! Form here! Not there! Continue to fight, man! Cowardly militia! Move forward!
We don't get paid for it. You move up. You got the red buttons.
Move it! I'll slice you open! Come on here!
Load them, boys, load them. If they come at us, go back down the hill and get your knives and axes.
Woo! Woo!
They're not so tough.
Woo! 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 Woo!
There's one. Oh no. Betsy's not flying today. Pour it on them.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on, coward! That's enough for me. I'm getting paid enough. This is what I think you're talking about. Cowards! Stop it! Over here! Where are you going? Fight for your The enemy's this way! You cowards! Going!
Regulars, form on me! To me!
Where are you going? Cowards! Get back here! Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. We saw him. The gun ready.
Pour them on the wagon. To them, boys. Lay it into them.
Yeah.
Let them know we're here. Pour it on them. Don't let them have a chance to rest.
Pour him on this. I'm back here. I'm staying.
Move up! Form on me! Form here!
One of the 16-year-olds.
Keep to the trees, boys. You ready for the final push?
Let's get it to him, boys. Let's get up there. There he is.
Woo!
Give it to him, boys. Give it to him.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on, coward! That's enough for me. I'm getting paid enough. This is what I think you're talking about. Cowards! Stubborn! Over here! Where are you going? Fight for your The enemy's this way! Got the leg!
Get them, boys, get them! Stop firing, stop firing! It's murder from here. They've raised the white flag of surrender. Damn Tories! Seriously, get me the surgeon. Is the surgeon come? Tell me what he could do. It's my leg.
Take it easy, buddy.
Surgeon. Your surgeon. Dr. Johnson.
Let me take your hat off. Lay your head on top of your hat.
We captured you. We captured you, Doctor. You don't mind? You don't mind working on a Patriot, do you?
My oath says I have to.
I could feel the ball. I could feel the ball in me.
You'll be all right, sir. Take it easy. Take it easy.
What can you do, surgeon?
Oh, it hurts.
All those years fighting Cherokee, and nothing happened. What? Surgeon Johnson, what can you do?
Unfortunately, since it shattered the bone, I got to take the leg off.
Take it off. There's nothing.
Nope, sorry.
Well, do it quickly. Do it quickly.
Here.
Hold him down, guys. Hold him down. He's going to be moving.
Paul Revere rode only 13 miles before he was captured, and American colonies, if Martin Gamble had not reached those men in the mountains to tell them Ferguson was on the move. What if the Patriots had lost at Kings Mountain? What if the Patriots had lost at Cowpens in February of 1781? Cornwallis barely won at Guilford Courthouse in March of 1781. He limped back into South Carolina to refit before moving on to Yorktown. If he had crushed the Patriots, he could have moved north to attack George Washington's main army.